turned out in a rather embarrassing turn of fate that my microphone was turned off. But thankfully you get to hear my beautiful voice because it's time for our loser semi-final between Athrithalix and Gary. Look, I got his name right the first time for once. Aren't I amazing? Now, I've seen quite a few of Gary's series in the past couple of weeks, and it's been fantastic. But you know what I haven't had the liberty of seeing? I haven't been able to see Gary playing against the ultimate king of the Chads that is Ganondorf. And Athrithalix has decided to make my weekend for my birthday even better than it already was by whipping it out in loser semi-finals. This could potentially be the game that secures, I mean it isn't just potentially, this is the game that's going to secure some of the top 3 placement on the prize. So, ooh, it's good to see the two of them just going full and aggressive right at the start of the game itself. The Ivysaur up air does exactly what it says on the tin, ladies and gentlemen. It goes up, it goes air, and it goes 1. Okay, just 1, but you know, probably going to be more. It's Ivysaur. We're kind of used to it, and we make a game out of counting it because it's a good way of amusing ourselves, because we love it. Oh my goodness, the amount of aerial pressure that Ivysaur is building in this matchup is crazy. Oh no, the spacing of stage as well is fantastic. This isn't just any old matchup, this is a moida. Can Ganondorf bring it back? I certainly hope so, because man is it fun to watch. Okay. It's interesting watching the... Oh, good neutral air from Ganondorf there to secure a kill. But it's quite interesting, I was about to say that we were just getting Ivysaur, Ivysaur, Ivysaur. We weren't really seeing much of the Squirtle or the Charizard, but I guess when recovery is in the cards, you kind of need to go for that Charizard. But I feel that Ganondorf will probably do a lot better into the Charizard and the Squirtle than an Ivysaur, because of course Ivy's incredible aerial moves just make him so much more versatile and able to move around the stage. Ooh, the punish! It could have been spicier, but I guess that's all you can go for in these trying times that we currently live in. Now, technically, I know I was just praising about Squirtle, and in theory, while Squirtle will die to just about any move that Ganondorf has in his kit, I do also think it's interesting that most of Ganondorf's moves just aren't going to hit. Oh! We predicted the jump off ledge and gets a kill with the up smash! Let's go, dude! Speed! Oh! Oh, fantastic use of the Pokemon change from PT there, right there, to survive the Ganondorf off-air combo. This is something that I can speak to truth is murder for somebody to play against. So if the Ganondorf gets it going, and oh! It didn't hit the spike box, but it was so clean to watch it connect! We've got people in the venue cheering on Gary on, but I gotta be real, as much as I love Gary, I want to see Athrithalix win this matchup! Because I just love Ganondorf, and I want to see all the Ganondorf in the world. And this is a best of 5, so we're gonna at least see a good amount of it, which is fantastic. Oh my goodness, he's still alive! That technically should have killed right there! Oh, he's in a very favorable position! It's good! Let's go, dude! What a comeback in that game! Well, ladies and gentlemen, I still can't believe we just got to see that last play. That was clean! And as Selassie says so ever so eloquently in chat, Ganondorf does have a tendency for robbing series, but oh my goodness, I can't believe the Ivysaur just didn't get killed there. That was, there we go, never mind. Oh, of course it's Charizard. That was very nearly a 0 stock coming out from the Pokemon trainer. Gary is not happy that last game was robbed from him. He was out for blood. Pokemon, he was out for blood, green colored blood if it's the power release. For some reason, I'm not going to time. I don't know why they did that, but hey-oh, this is just going to be a fantastic little game to watch because there is nothing more impressive than some tombs! Oh, we're seeing a lot more usage of the Squirtle in this match compared to the last one. I feel like the Ivysaur just did so much work, but honestly, I think there may have been some complacency that was affecting our players on stage. When you disrespect the Ganon, you just don't give him the space he needs to win. He can just kind of stomp all over you. Oh, we saw 2 neutral layers kind of like that from the Ivysaur. We didn't play our counting game to make it happen, but hey-oh. We don't always need to know how to count. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that's a spicy amount of shield pressure on the side of ledge. Okay, Ganondorf's premium setup option is to use that forward air, that neutral air, but let's see what he can connect it into. Ooh, good use of getting a little bit of shield pressure. Oh, wow! Well, that's the Ivysaur up air that we all love to see, ladies and gentlemen. Just kind of spiking them up, and hey, he could be on stage, but hey, why not get a kill while you're at it? That's 129 percentage on the Charizard, good percentage for a day like this, and a 129 like me who's casting it. Very good to see. Oh, this is going way too off stage. I can't believe the Ganon was able to make it back. He doesn't have wings, he can't fly, he's just an old man. Oh, and a cheeky little down B connection, side B connection with the Charizard there. You don't traditionally expect to see that hit, but hey, if you can make it work, go for it. Poor spacing on the down smash from the Ganondorf there. If he'd been facing the upward direction, that probably would have been stuck. But man, Gary is so far ahead in this series, and he's playing a lot safer. Was that another footstop? Oh, it wasn't quite a kill, but it was very well played off stage there by Gary to get back in. Ooh. I feel like so much of this game is happening on stage and the camera just can't keep up with it. I want to see what can happen in this matchup. Good attempt! Oh no! You may take a cheeky game off of Gary in the first one, but if there's one thing Gary will do is he'll free stock you, and he equalizes in this series, 1-1. Ladies and gentlemen, we almost had a run back of our grand final last weekend, but chickening out at the last minute is Gary. As we get the Captain Falcon back on stage here in Milton Keynes for the Enigmatic Smash Clash, but it's against the Pokémon trainer instead of the Captain Falcon Manura. Oh, what you just saw there was a fantastic example of just how effective the Pokemon trainer's switching ability can be. Getting a jump out of a Squirtle, a jump out of an Ivysaur, and a jump to cover 2 out of the Charizard can keep you off of so many dire situations. Now, let's see if the Captain Falcon is the trick that Athrithalix needs to get back in this series. Oh! Teched into the side of PS2. This is the reason I hate this stage, ladies and gentlemen, and so should you. Do not let people have this stage, they'll walk all over you. Now, oh, an interesting use of cancelling side B way too early there from the Captain Falcon. I feel that could have actually connected to something, but I digress. Gary really isn't playing like a man who lost in game 1. He just does not want to lose in this series anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Which is good to see, because I like a bit of moxie and I like the spirit in my players, which is fantastic, and I love Gary so much. It's good to see him play so well. But, can our new friend from the Oxford scene, Athrithalix, I'm sorry, I still don't quite know how to pronounce it, but I'm sure I'll get it right eventually, is here to prove himself in Milton Keynes. He wants to show that he's just as good as us, and I believe it. Oh! Fantastic catch by Gary using the down air of the Ivysaur off stage. Oh. He just doesn't even want to give any movement for poor Athrithalix in this matchup. Gary really wants to get that 3rd place and get that Enigmatic Smash Clash Smash envelope, in addition to his lovely little bit of prize pool money, but I digress. Oh, that's a good use of the knee, and I think it's to any other character that could have potentially been a kill, but against a Charizard, maybe not. Oh! I really wish I'd been fully paying attention to that, because the crowd can kick off stage nearly into the blast radius. We saw Gary die to that last week, so thank goodness he was able to live to it this time. Now, I know that there's 2 stocks up from Gary in this matchup, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Captain Falcon can equalize. You'd be surprised just how quickly a Captain Falcon can take a decent amount of pressure in the air with his forward air and his down tick. The stomp knee combo is a meme for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. It gets the work done. Ooh, it was a very risky play, but once again, when you're a stock up, you can take them. We take those. Ooh, looks like Captain Falcon liked Charizard's one so much, he went for one of his own. Now, some good off air. Ooh, imagine if that had actually hit. What a spicy way to win that would have been. And he gets a win regardless. Congratulations. Gary is 2-1 up in this series.
You did it, Charizard!
Ah, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it so fantastic to be watching this Enigmatic Smash Clash tonight? We had the small divergence to the Captain Falcon there, but we are back in a Ganondorf-shaped saddle, and hopefully this can be just the tool that Athrithalix needs to take us to Silver Scrapes in this series. So, noticing this game is playing out a bit slower than the last one did, but I think a big part of that is just Athrithalix knowing that the second he messes up, he's potentially going to be dropping. And, you know, 4th place is nice, but you know what's better than 4th place? 3rd place. You know what's better than that? Going even higher in this bracket. Ooh, we've seen a kill come out there before. It's very unfortunate that it didn't happen for Gary again there. Now, the Ivysaur doing the Ivysaur things. Good use of the spot dodging there to avoid Ganon's primary neutral air setup. It's such fantastic for comboing you into further damage as you walk across the stage. Ooh, Gary tried to go for one of his signature side smashes at the side of stage, very much like Selassie, who he is now playing in place of. But hey-oh, he didn't quite get it. It was just a bit of shield pressure. Now, oh, fantastic use of the Charizard back air there to secure a stock. Oh, it looks like Ganondorf is a bit confused. He doesn't quite know how to win in this matchup. When you start just throwing out forward airs, up smashes, I should say, you know that at that point you're just looking and hoping and praying for the best. Oh, well, I say that. Thank goodness the Charizard is out, because that's the kind of way that can make you live and play that good. Oh, a Warlock kick into the side of the stage will get him a stock up. Equalize the stock, I mean, I apologize. The screen I'm watching through is incredibly small, tiny, and quiet. But I digress. Oh! What a fantastic way to equalize, ladies and gentlemen! The Tims! They're coming out in the Enigmatic Smashers Milton Keynes as they usually tend to do. It's the Tims off stage on PS2. Leo is in the crowd right now, and I'm sure they are very happy and very proud to see their legacy be so well maintained by this beautiful approach from Oxford. Oh! And a perfect timing, knowing that the roll is going to come out and he can attack with that up smash from the Ganondorf below platform. It's so deadly, he needs to catch characters out using Ganondorf on that. Oh, I miss seeing Ganondorf in this far up in the bracket. I'm so happy to see it, ladies and gentlemen. But don't let my bias detract you from the fact that I really do want to see Gary do well in this series. Now, this stock advantage that the Ganondorf has mastered himself is very beneficial. Ooh! I'm honestly surprised I didn't kill. We've seen it kill before, and a good bicycle kicks by some free space on stage. If there's one thing that Gary's good of is pressuring ledge, especially when he can transform into a Pokemon that does a damn good job of it. But, now, that's the down tilt from Charizard, which seems to kill just so many people. Oh! Sometimes the mix-up option is exactly what you need, ladies and gentlemen, as Gary is able to be killed. And we go to Silver Scrapes in Milton Keynes. Woo! Thankfully, we don't have to wait long, as we're already going into Game 5 in this Silver Scraping series. Oh my goodness. This is a very important match, ladies and gentlemen. The winner here will be going through to the losers finals, securing a third place and a prize pool share. Is this going to be Gary's first time that they don't achieve it? Or is Gary going to maintain his legacy? Oh my goodness! That's a very strong start coming out from Athrithalix right here. Even catching with the up B on ledge. That's fantastic early damage to pepper in. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's true. If there's one thing the Ganondorf players love to play on, is play on PS2. I almost said PlayStation 2 instead of Pokemon Stadium 2 because I've just been playing that much Persona 4 recently. Oh no, that was fantastic use of the neutral air from the Ivysaur to kill the Ganondorf off. But I don't think Ganondorf liked that because, ooh, he tried to go for the bicycle kick of death but doesn't quite find it. Ooh, he's not hitting the sweet spots, but hey, if any damage with soft spots is exactly what you need to try and get. I'm loving the additional offstage prey that Ganondorf is going for. He knows his character can't recover, but he is just abusing the little bit of space he has to make it so difficult for Gary to get up in this series. Ooh! 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 A cheeky little dash attack. We're going equal into the second stock. I'm noticing that the play is a lot more reserved in this final game that we have here, ladies and gentlemen. It's just commonly part of practice when you're this far up in a game. You really don't want to be the person who loses it. Ooh. Going side B into side B into side B. It's a true combo. 4 side Bs in a row as well. 5 side Bs in a row. And I think that Gary was identifying the recurring pattern because he decided to just, you know, punish it. Now, that's a greedy little Warlock punch, not gonna lie. Probably a failed input, but we kind of like seeing it. It exudes big energy to just be like, hey, yeah, I've got a Warlock punch in the middle of the stage. What are you gonna do about it? And I think there's one thing that Gary's gonna do about it is he's gonna connect in there. Ooh, fantastic falling from the Ganondorf there. And even better usage of the down B from the Pokemon trainer to stall out his descent. Ooh, the Charizard up smash is fatal, and it's taken us into the final stock of this final game of the losers semi-finals. Thank goodness that we have best of 5s by this point, because I'm so happy we got to see all 5 of these games. Now, what can Ganondorf do to secure him back into the series? I'm guessing a bicycle kick of death. Going for an amazingly oppressive up tilt there. Doesn't really amount to much except this unbelievably hard punish from Ivysaur in the air, as Ivysaurs tend to do. Now, he hits a single one of his airs and it gets so much pressure. Oh, another instance of fantastic use by Gary with his down B. It's fantastic to see. Ooh. This is exactly where Charizard wants you. It's a very dangerous place to be, but thankfully Ganon's just got that little bit of distance to get him through. Ooh! Oh my goodness, we're approaching kill pressure. I am very nervous here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if Gary can secure it or if we're going to go to the final stock. Either way, it's going to be so good and so clean and oh! The Ganondorf he succumbs to it. And Gary is going to be in the losers final at the Enigmatic Smash Clash.